AI is evolving fast, and Nvidia is turbocharging Europe's AI future with a bold plan to build massive AI factories, next-gen data centers powered by cutting-edge GPUs. These hubs will fuel everything from smarter factories to autonomous cars, putting Europe on the AI global map. But before we dive in, did you know that 60% of you listening aren't following us? Come on, guys, hit that follow button and collect our episodes on pods.media. Thanks, everyone. So today our deep dive is all about really getting under the hood of this Nvidia plan for Europe. We're talking about these AI factories, as they call them. What makes them tick, and why are they potentially such a big deal? Like a real game changer for Europe's standing in the whole AI race.
Yeah, it's fascinating because, this isn't just about building more powerful computers, is it? It feels like it's about shifting the center of gravity almost for AI innovation. The demand for AI computers is exploding, and, well, this plan lays down the essential tracks, the infrastructure, and that fundamentally changes things: who holds the data, who makes money from the intelligence, and, crucially, where the next big ideas might actually come from within Europe.
Okay, so let's unpack that term AI factories. It sounds industrial. What exactly is different about these compared to, I don't know, a regular data center we might already know about? And why does that difference matter so much for AI?
That's a really good question, because they're not just bigger versions of what we have now. We're talking about 20 huge centers, right, across Europe. And the key thing is they're GPU-powered, graphics processing units. Unlike your standard CPUs, GPUs are built for doing lots of calculations all at once, in parallel. And that's exactly what AI needs, especially for training those really complex models or running huge simulations. So it means AI stuff can run way faster, often cheaper, and just be more powerful overall. They handle the heavy lifting that normal hardware kind of struggles with.
Right, okay, so the hardware is specialized. But here's where I think it gets really interesting. This idea of digital sovereignty keeps popping up. Why is Europe so focused on building its own AI stuff? Is it really about cutting ties completely with, say, U.S. tech giants? Or is it more complicated than that?
Yeah, it's definitely more nuanced than just cutting tires. Digital sovereignty is hugely strategic. It basically means a region can develop, use, and control its own tech, especially something as fundamental as AI. It's about things like protecting sensitive data, making sure local companies can innovate, and keeping Europe competitive globally, so you're not too dependent on others. It's less about total isolation, more about having that core infrastructure and control within Europe's borders. Makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Controlling capability. So, okay, we've got the infrastructure idea, the sovereignty angle. But where does the rubber meet the road? Are we actually seeing this AI power making a difference, like on the ground right now in European industries?
Yeah.
Especially the traditional ones.
Oh, absolutely. We're already seeing the beginnings of what you could call an industrial AI revolution. Look at Germany. They've got their first industrial AI cloud up and running, and it's being used by big names, BMW, Mercedes-Benz. So these AI factories, they're going to turbocharge that. Think smarter manufacturing, more automation, better efficiency. We'll see big leaps in robotics, in making supply chains work better, and using digital twins much more. Those virtual copies of real things, they let you test and improve stuff constantly. This infrastructure makes all that scalable across Europe.
Okay, that's huge.
Yeah.
But something this massive, it doesn't happen just because Nvidia decides it, right? There must be some major partnerships involved, these public-private power plays you mentioned. Who's Nvidia working with?
Right, and that's actually one of the most interesting parts. It's this blend, public goals like sovereignty and transforming industry, meeting private sector know-how and money. So Nvidia is teaming up with big telcos, Orange, Telefonica, for example, cloud providers too, and even cutting-edge AI startups. You hear names like Mistral AI, Daman mentioned. It's this collaboration that makes it work. It speeds up adoption and helps build this whole ecosystem that's scalable but also
Makes sense. You need everyone pulling in the same direction.
Nah.
But all this tech needs people, right? Smart people. Which brings us to the skills, innovation, and the AI talent race. NVIDIA's not just dropping hardware. They're opening these AI tech centers. 6 countries, I think. What's the thinking there?
Exactly. Hardware is only half the story. These centers are critical. They're there to boost research, yes, but also, crucially, to train people, to develop that next generation of AI talent. And they're meant to help new startups get off the ground, too. It's a whole package deal, because Europe needs that talent pipeline to really capitalize on this new infrastructure. There's a global scramble for AI skills, so this is about building that capability locally.
Okay, so stepping back from the big strategy, let's bring it down to the listener. Whether you're running a business, you're a developer, maybe just someone trying to stay informed, what does this actually mean for you? What changes might you actually see?
Well, practically speaking, it means you should expect a wave of new AI-powered tools and services becoming available, likely faster than before. For professionals, creators, it means quicker breakthroughs, maybe new business avenues opening up. Think about car companies designing safer, smarter cars faster, or manufacturers using AI insights to cut waste, boost production. Startups, even small ones, get access to serious AI power that was maybe out of reach before, letting them innovate quicker. And even for governments, it means they can create AI policies knowing the actual tech capability is there to back it up. It makes it more real.
Right, it becomes less theoretical. But look, no big tech shift is all smooth sailing. There have got to be challenges and watch-outs, right? What are the potential bumps in the road we should be keeping an eye on?
Oh, definitely. And it's important to talk about them. First off, energy. These AI data centers use a lot of power, so finding greener, sustainable ways to run them is a massive challenge. Then there's the whole privacy and ethics side. As AI gets woven deeper into everything, making sure it's used responsibly and ethically is, well, paramount. And we touched on talent already. If Europe can't train or attract enough skilled people quickly enough, that could absolutely slow things down. That's a real bottleneck risk.
Energy, ethics, talent. Okay, big hurdles. So looking ahead then, what's next? Where does this go from here?
Well, the expectation is rapid expansion. These AI factories won't exist in isolation. They'll likely integrate more tightly with existing cloud services and also with edge computing pushing processing power closer to where the data actually gets generated. Think faster response times for things like self-driving cars or factory robots. And of course, the technology itself keeps moving. Better AI chips, smarter software, new regulations, all of that will shape how these hubs evolve. The end goal is making AI more powerful, yes, but also more accessible, more responsible, and ultimately more impactful.
So to kind of wrap it up, this Nvidia push, these AI factories, it really does feel like more than just an infrastructure project. It's laying down the technical foundation for Europe's AI ambitions. A potential game changer.
Exactly. And that's really our take here. It's easy to focus just on the tech specs, the GPUs and data centers, but the bigger picture is about sovereignty. It's about completely transforming industries, and it's about the really complex, vital job of building an AI future that's sustainable and hopefully beneficial. For you listening, staying plugged into how this unfolds, well, that's how you can potentially ride this wave and maybe find new opportunities in the coming years. It's definitely something to watch.
That's all for this deep dive. Thank you for joining us.